At Lyon stood a plant run by a certain Monsieur Brillier, a factory which for the past 4 years had been turning out trucks and motor parts for the German army. But Allied bombers blasted the walls, the factory died. Robert Lacoste, new French Minister of Industrial Production, visited the site. Foremen and technicians met inside the blasted walls to decide how most quickly they could rebuild. Workers met to allocate jobs among themselves. For the French army needed transport. French workers needed work. French industry had to be rebuilt. In spite of Monsieur Brillier, who on the day of liberation had been arrested as a collaborator. So girder by girder, brick by brick, the walls went up again. Here is the new France, girding up its loins to pull its own weight as one of the United Nations. French navies sailed the seas. French air forces scoured the skies over Germany. French troops once more stood in the Rhine. French industry too would play its part. Once more the blast furnaces labored, the stoking furnaces, the trip hammers. And slowly under this new worker management system, the Brillier factory without Brillier began to again turn out trucks. In a France beset this first winter of freedom with great shortages of food, of heat, power and transport, with many of its roads, bridges and rail lines destroyed, the promise of a new birth is nevertheless being fulfilled.